Hello, Watem here and welcome back to some more Higurashi Part 2. Chapter 6, 7? 6. 7? No, it's 6. Okay, I can count. Let's get back to the water fight. Don't hesitate, Keiichi. You won't have this chance again. I stepped out from my hiding place and ran as fast as I could towards her with 2 water guns in my hands. Instead of approaching slowly and silently, I screamed at the top of my lungs. Oh, Keiichi, you certainly are a master of strategy. Oh. I mean, yeah, sure, slowly and silently is probably a bad idea, but so is fast and loudly. Really, you should go fast and at least as quietly as you can while going fast. Mion seemed a little shocked at my surprise attack, but she immediately pulled herself together. She knew the advantages of her weapon, but she didn't shoot me just yet. She held back, luring me closer. Mion was well aware of how much water she had left. If she had the same kind of water gun as me, we would have had the same range capability, so it would have been down to our technique to decide the winner. If she was fighting against one of her underclassmen, she could have defeated them easily. Mion immediately calculated her chance of winning against me and figured out that her only chance was to use the advantage of her water gun. She saw the eye of a tiger in me and recalculated her chances of winning in a split second. Really, I can admire how fast she does those things. I ran at top speed to shorten the distance between us. Our strength should have been equal. I had 2 water guns with full tanks, and she had a machine gun with a half-empty tank. We both waited for the perfect moment. One of them will go down here.
今日のあんたには正面からぶつかり合って互角以上の勝率を弾き出せる自信がない。
残念だぜミオン。勝率の弾き方も鈍ったな。
Because there's still the 2 of them.
今日の俺に正面からぶつかり合ったら互角どころじゃない。てめえの負けだー。
The moment we stepped within range, Mion and I pulled our triggers at the same time. Mion set her sights squarely on me while I was trying to shoot and run at the same time. Her shot would obviously be more accurate than mine, but yours wouldn't be as inaccurate as like Valorant would suggest. Then again, you have water guns. A shot of water flew towards nowhere. Mion didn't even need to duck, but Mion's shot made a beautiful arc straight towards my chest. I could see the line of water coming straight at me, but I was too unstable to dodge. Mion had no doubt that she got me, but if she gets hit just slightly before he does, it won't count.
気合だけではどうにもならない現実がこれだったね。やっぱりケイちゃんは最初に脱落だ。
Didn't you say it would be Rena?
やっぱり残念だぜミオン。今日のミオンのコンピュータは一手読みが足りないぜ。
ほざくな。その体勢からかわす術はない。
You can't dodge that shot, which is still on its way towards you.
水の弾丸で撃ち抜かれろ。そしてどうして私の背後を沈黙して奪わず叫びながら襲う具を犯したかを呪うがいいよ。
You're really disappointing me today, Mion. You could have figured it out if you'd spent just one more second to think. You could have figured out the reason why I didn't creep out upon you, but screamed as loud as I could instead. Mion noticed my surprise attack and turned around to face me. In other words, she turned her back on the opponent she was fighting earlier. On the other hand, being quiet means that you know that you're going to attack. Meanwhile, you don't know if your opponents are going to, if the other two would, in this case. They might just decide to tactically retreat while they have the opportunity. Those opponents heard my scream and saw that she had turned her back on them. Mion noticed her back was wet and cold. She finally understood that the classmen she was attacking just earlier had shown their fangs and attacked her from behind. I blocked her water shot with my arm, right before it hit my chest. The line of water was broken into droplets and splattered away, but wouldn't that still count? If hitting your arm counts as hitting you?
そうだったか。被弾者の攻撃は被弾しても無効だ。
そいつに気づくのだいぶ遅かったぜ。伏せろ、ミオン。
Mion squatted down and covered her head. Now it was me versus Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun. Their reflexes weren't so bad. They knew well that I'd be their next target after Mion was gone. They didn't feel sorry at all for attacking me right after I just saved them from their predicament. I can respect their cruelty and how quickly they shifted gears. They may one day be able to join our club if they keep refining their sense and skill.
次は前原さんだ。このまま撃ち殺すんだ。こっちは2人だもんね。負けるわけがない。
They were, however, one step behind me. It was already too late. For them, Mion was their first target and I was next. But I was different. He already fired at them. That's what the whole barring over her shoulder was. My first target was them from the start. I didn't even see Mion as my target to begin with, because I knew they'd take care of her. I was pointing at guns at them long before they moved their sights from Mion to me. It seemed like they noticed at the last moment, but both of my guns had been pointing at them from the beginning. Which meant it was already too late for them. I jumped over Mion, rolled on the ground and landed on my feet. I looked as elegant as an athlete who had just finished a perfect performance. I had a gun in each of my hands. And with those guns I shot them each in the middle of their chests.
早すぎる。僕たちが2人がかりで負けるなんて。
I swear that sounds like a standard Pokemon defeat line. Tomita-kun and Okamura-kun fell to their knees in disappointment.
ケイちゃんがこれだけのことをやってのけるなんて。私も鈍ったってことかな。
Mion wiped the dirt off her knees, looking frustrated. I'm surprised he didn't try to recruit them, though, to be honest.
別にミオンは鈍っちゃいなかったろ。
じゃあなんでおじさんが負けたわけよ。
そんなの決まってるじゃないか。
I twirled the guns on the tip of my fingers. What happens if you accidentally shoot
たま
yourself?
には勝たねえと、格好がつかねえからだよ。
Oh, how pathetic. There are only a few people left alive. Rena, Satoko, and myself. Rena and Satoko were fighting fiercely. Were they evenly matched? No. Satoko was pushing her hard. Even fast, she was driving Rena into a corner. Rena was usually gentle and slow, but today she was different. She was very serious today, and yet Sadako was still overwhelming her. She's a tough customer, even without her tricky traps.
最初の異性はどこへ行ってしまいましたのかしら？
Is she there? Or is she reverse trapping her?
いい動きをするね。私も負けられないよ。
Sadako kept moving around, piling on pressure in order to pin Rena down. She kept shooting, so her tank must have almost been empty, but her shots were still sharp and fast. I noticed the bucket near her feet, which was full of many water guns. Of course, I understood. Seeing that, she had been taking guns from others who were already out of the game. In this battle, reloading bullets for water was more crucial than the actual shooting. The hole that you put water into on guns is rather small. I was just wondering, could you modify one of the guns yourself so that you pretty much just attach the hose into the water gun, turn it on, and use, not even use the gun's pump, to shoot, but use the hose as pressure? And you would be shooting it constantly out of your gun? Eh? Was that even more cheating than Neon? Maybe. To put water through it from the faucets takes time and requires a certain amount of skill. In a battle like this, it would almost be suicidal. I understand that well, so I'd been taking guns from the people I'd defeated, but I could only hold one in each hand. Sadako used a bucket to overcome the limit. Rena looked like she only had one water gun. I'd assumed she had two earlier, but she must have used a lot of water during her long battle with Sadako. It looked like she was trying to save her water for the right moment, but with Sadako's fierce attacks, it was obvious that it was only a matter of time before Rena was driven into a corner. However, Rena is also quite skilled. She only pretended to be driven into a corner, but she was actually luring Sadako to a place where she'd have the advantage. There was a narrow, twisting path near the gymnasium warehouse behind the school building. With Rena's water levels running low, she'd want to turn things around with a single close-range shot. That narrow path was a perfect place for her to do that.
あれあれ、どうし攻撃の手が鈍ってきたね。疲れてきた？
What's that? What's that?
あれあれ、どうしたのかな。攻撃の手が鈍ってきたね。疲れてきた？お気遣いは嬉しいですけど、まだまだでしてよ。それよりそちらのお水は大丈夫ですの？さっきから全然打ち返してきませんわよ。ひょっとしてもう玉切れじゃございませんの？そうだと思うならお顔を出してみたらどう？遠慮いたしましたよ。最後の一発を温存しているのは分かっていますわ。一発あれば十分だよ。体操服を濡らした気の毒だからね。死体を撃ってあげるね。
Yeah, I feel like Keiichi could have possibly convinced those two onto his side, pretty much using that as the excuse. Oh well.
まさかレナさんとこんなにもスリリングなやりとりができるなんて思いませんでしたわ。でも最後の一発分の水量では大して勢いもないでしょうから、射程もほとんどないんじゃありません
？Sadako was right about that. Rena had just enough water to make one last shot. As the amount of water left in the tank dwindles, the range of shots you can make shortens. That makes the last shot the shortest and the weakest of them all. Regardless of her absolutely disadvantageous situation, Rena didn't look frustrated. You could tell she had no intention to lose. It was almost like she didn't even see Sadako as a threat.
うまい位置に逃げ込みましたわね。私もさすがに慎重にならざるを得ませんわ。
Sadako seemed to understand how dangerous Rena's last shot was going to be better than I did, since she was the one actually fighting against her.
私、将棋はあまりやらないんですけれど、こういうのを詰将棋って言うんでございましょうね。
Sadako took out another gun with a full tank and shortened the distance between them slowly and carefully. A gun with a full tank doesn't only have long range, it also has enough power to make shots more accurate. If they shot at each other in a frontal attack, Sadako would have a 99% chance to win. Even so, Sadako was still afraid of Rena's last shot. Sadako shortened the distance even further, smiling as if unafraid, but I could tell she was actually full of fear. Sadako compared the situation to chess earlier, but it wasn't exactly the same. In the chess, you can use some pieces to drive the opponent's king into a corner, but in this case, there were only Rena and Sadako. But you can use some of your pieces in order to achieve a win, but Sadako doesn't have any pieces other than herself. A king can't drive the other king into a corner alone. That's called a stalemate. I mean, that's not the only stalemate, but okay. That's why, while at first glance it looks like Sadako has the absolute advantage, they're actually on equal footing.
さあ参りますわよ。このままチャイムを待つなんて私たちらしくありませんわ。そうだね。勝負しよう。
That's strange, I thought. Rena wouldn't have to move just on a dare from Sadako. What kind of plan did she have? Rena had been hiding behind cover for a while, but she came out without hesitation. I'm guessing she had a stash of border guns. I noticed something right away. Rena had a different gun. Sadako seemed to notice it as well.
ここには弾切れになったら逃げ込もうと考えててね。あらかじめ一丁拾って隠してあったの。
Only one? Damn, she's good. Using a trap at the last moment for a come-from-behind victory, it was as though she was taking Sadako's best skill from her and firing it right back. Sadako no longer had any advantages now that both of them were pointing their guns at each other with full tanks. But she looked confident still. What was going on? Did she have some kind of plan too?
その一丁は私にとっても大切な一丁でしたのよ。
Did she empty it already?
どうしてかな。だってその一丁がなかったらレナさんはさっきの銃のまま一撃逆転を狙い続けてこうして私の前に姿を現したりしませんもの。
Yeah, and why not shoot from behind cover as well, by the way? Why come out? At that moment, lightning ran through my brain and I instantly understood the situation. Of course! Rena was in a disadvantageous situation earlier, but it was actually the same for Sadako since she didn't have a chance to make her shot while Rena was in hiding. Rena had remained cautious in order to hit with her last shot, and that made it difficult for Sadako to attack her. However, what if Rena didn't need to take the last shot for a come-from-behind victory? No, I said it wrong. What if Rena got a new gun with a full tank? She'd stop hiding and come out to fight against Sadako.
つまりレナさんがここを目指しながら逃げてその銃を拾うことは最初から読んでいましたってことですのよ。
Let Sadako talk crap, Rena. You don't have to listen to her, just shoot her right now. Rena thought the same thing. She shot at Sadako without any hesitation. But she frowned in confusion a moment after. But what if this is also according to her plan? What was going on? She couldn't shoot? Was her water gun broken? No, it was emptied. Or did somebody break it? Or empty it?
水鉄砲なんてちょっと砂粒を入れて空打ちすればすぐに詰まっちゃうんですのよ。
Why would you break a water gun? Honestly, Sadako.
私が切り札をここに一丁持ってることを先に読んで細工したってわけだね。私いつも言ってましたよ。
You could have just as easily emptied it, although I guess in that case your opponent would know that it's empty, but still.
トラップは最後の最後でほんの一つささやかに。これが究極の美徳でございましたよ。
But she still has her old gun. Probably. When it comes to tracks, Sadako remained a notch above Rena after all. I couldn't believe Sadako figured out Rena's plan in advance and set a trap to counter it. Rena, you made a big mistake. Or did she? You should have kept your gun with you. You could have at least made that last shot. It is too late now for you to pick it up again. Rena was in a worse situation than she was before. She couldn't even take another shot.
さて観念なさいませ。さっきレナさんは私の額を打つとか言われましたわね。私が逆に額を打って差し上げましてよ。
Sadako slowly narrowed her distance again and pointed her muzzle at Rena's forehead. Rena still didn't look like she'd given up. She still thought the game was undecided.
さとこちゃんもまだまだ甘いね。なんですって？トラップで相手を仕留めたならね、さとこちゃんが余裕を見せるのは勝者の権利だと思う。だけどね、今のさとこちゃんは私を絡め取っただけで仕留めたわけじゃない。余裕を見せるのはまだまだ早い段階だとは思わない？
Don't count your eggs before they've hatched.
何を言い出すかと思えば、今から仕留めるから同じことですわ。私が逆の立場なら脳書きなんか言わずにさっさと撃つ。じゃないと負けるから。負ける？誰が？あら、その壊れた水鉄砲でどうやって戦うおつもりで？被弾の定義覚えてる？水鉄砲というこの容器から出た水が最初に触れたものが標的であったとき、被弾とする。は？それが一体何だって言うんですの？
When I heard her saying that, I started running. My target was Rena. Sadako was already dead to me. Why? She was going to be shot by Rena within the second.
レナさんが何を言ってるのか私さっぱりでしたよ。
It's like how in D&D talking is a free action. So you go on off and have like an hour-long monologue. It still happens within 6 seconds of a round.
その壊れた水鉄砲で何ができるおつもりだか。
Empty the bottle.
水鉄砲の中に水があれば戦えるんだよ。わかんないかな？
Why are you telling her, Rena? Just do it. Follow her own advice. Rena raised her broken water gun up high and smashed its handle on the wall of the school building as hard as she could. The plastic broke easily and water flowed out of it.
水鉄砲から出た水が当たればいいんだよ。水鉄砲のどこから出たかは問題にしてない。
Rena was right. She saved herself by thinking it through. She was using a real gun. Bullets would only come out from one end of the gun. But this was a water gun. She could make her bullets, water in this case, come out from any place, not just the barrel of the gun. Sadako finally realized that she was standing defenselessly in front of Rena. Sadako's trap was successful, but she overestimated its effect. She should have just shot Rena without hesitation before Rena noticed her new water gun was jammed. She was going to fail because she had grown overconfident of her victory. A second before Sadako pulled the trigger, Rena swung her water gun as if slashing Sadako with a sword. Sadako fired her bullets, but it was too late. A second before Rena would be shot down, a blade of water hit Sadako in the face. No, not hit. It cut her face open.
まだまだ爪が甘かったね。この私が。
Rena ran towards Sadako, who was standing still in shock, and took her water gun. Rena knew I was her last target, but I was running towards her. Rena, using her superior mobility, began to duck and weave. We were evenly matched. Neither of us neglected to make any effort possible to take advantage of the situation.
最後には一騎打ちになると思ってたよ。やっぱりこうでなくっちゃね。
見直したぜ。とんでもない根性を見せてくれるじゃないか。
It's all about guts.
見直したより惚れ直したの方が嬉しいかな。
Oh, that caught me off guard, I'll admit.
負けてくれたらそれでもいいぜ。
ごめんだね。
We circled around with construction equipment, trying to take shots at each other. We were both sweating like crazy, but I didn't feel tired. Big drops of sweat tickled as they ran down my body. Rapid bursts of water flew across both of our paths. Neither of us had the advantage or disadvantage. I didn't feel elated that I might win or frustrated that I might lose. I was just enjoying this battle with Rena. It was like a dance that I couldn't dance alone, a dance that I could only dance with an opponent.
本気のレナはやっぱり冴えるね。見てるだけで震えがくるよ。そのレナさんと互角に渡り合うなんてケイチさんもやりますわね。どちらが勝つか全然予想がつきませんです。
When did Rika go out, by the way? In fact, none of the observers could tell who was going to win. 'Cause, yeah, I remember perhaps a similar situation when they did tag. Someone wasn't actually it, from memory. Neither could we. We had no idea who was going to win. We had no idea when this battle would end. I didn't know why, but it was great fun just to fight against Rena, and I didn't even care whether I won or lost. In fact, I never even wanted it to end. As we fired at each other, both of our tanks emptied, shortening our range. Inevitably, it became more and more like a melee than a gun battle. We fired our water guns as if trying to cut each other with blades of water, swinging the gun like a sword. Both came up with the idea to swing the gun hard to generate centrifugal force in order to increase the range of our attacks. I dived to duck a shot, I rolled to the ground and landed on my feet. I ducked a shot again and swung my gun like a sword. Who could have imagined that our club's water gun battle would turn into a one-on-one close combat like this? Absolutely nobody.
ああ、やっぱりレナもそう思うか。
じゃあケイチ君もそう思うんだ。
We're both breathing hard, calculating the timing needed to take a closer step. And then we both grinned wickedly at each other.
やり合うのが楽しくてならねえぜ。決着がつくことすら興ざめするくらいにな。
負けても恨まないでね。
ああ、恨まない。この勝負を終わらせた自分の不甲斐なさを恨んでやるぜ。だがそいつを恨むのはどうやらレナの方になりそうだな。
どうかな。ケイチ君、足がわらだよ。
くそったれー。おりゃー。
すごい。なんだかものすごくかっこいい。前原さん、頑張れー。龍河さん、しっかり。
I became relaxed enough to enjoy the battle. Finally realized that many of our classmates were watching our one-on-one fight. I barely had any water left. I would have to make the next shot count, or I was done for. It seemed like Rena was in the same situation too.
泣いても笑っても次で終わりだな。水が有限なのが惜しいぜ。
限りがあるから美しい。花も一緒だよ。
なるほどな。そういう見方もあるか。
I don't think flowers need to look pretty in order, or need to wither in order to look pretty. Oh well.
本当に楽しかった。でもこれで終わりだね。
だな。無粋かもしれんが勝って決着させてもらうぜ。
上等だよケイチ君。
負けて泣くなよ。
勝負。
乗ったー。うわ
Is it a tie?
どっちが勝ったんですの？
Cries of cicadas echoed in the quiet schoolyard. They sounded like the hand of a watch ticking away the seconds. Neither one of us moved. We took our final shots and now stood motionless. It looked like one of those duels in Western movies.
どっちが先に？わかんない。全然見えなかった。
Our classmates broke the silence first. They finally realized that our intensely beautiful one-on-one battle was over.
委員長、判定は？
Mion, in turn, realized that she had to deliver a verdict to end the game. Yet she was just as stunned as the others, and it took her a moment to recover. Mion was taking time to render her verdict. In fact, Renner and I didn't know who won either. My last shot flew fast and splashed sideways as if a blade had cut her chest. I knew that for sure, but at the same moment, Renner's shot hit me in the shoulder. Whoever shot the other first wins, but we didn't know if it was me or her. That's why we stood motionless, waiting for the verdict to be delivered.
リカには見えまして？僕にだってわかるわけないのです。
This is where the last remaining player comes out and shoots both of them.
委員長、どっちの勝ちなの？
No? Everybody held their breath, waiting for Mion to call it. Renner and I kept staring at each other. The spectators were the only ones who were interested in who the winner was. To us, it wasn't that important. We had a great battle. We had both really wanted to do better than the other. We both wanted to call it a tie. For this great battle, settling for a tie would be the best and most proper option. In other words, this one-on-one fight wasn't a battle to decide the winner. It seems like everybody is thinking the same way.
ミー？うん。判定が出ないと二人とも動けませんです。
あ、うん。
Mion hates to settle for a tie because she loves to draw a line between superiors and inferiors. She tends to settle for a tie when deciding who is the loser because it's more fun to have as many people as possible suffer the punishment, but she's never settled for a tie between winners before. Mion holds a special feeling towards the meaning of being number one. Everybody continued holding their breath, awaiting her verdict. Please make it a tie. Everybody wished for that in their hearts. Mion was hesitating to make the decision. She could have chosen a winner more easily if one of us did even a little better than the other. But even if one of us did a little better than the other, I feel like nothing fits better than settling for a tie.
今日の二人は見事だったよ。
Mion finally started speaking.
ケイちゃんもレナもここしばらくの連敗に発奮し最高の力を発揮。その瞬発力は評価の高低の段階を超えてもはや美しいと呼べるまでに昇華されてたよ。私は二人の最高の戦いぶりに評価を惜しめない。
じゃあ決着はどうなるんですの？
She didn't say that.
快速の精神から1位を2人に認定するのは好ましくない。でも2人にはわずかの優劣もなく、どちらを膠着させるかの判断もとてもつかない。よって 本日の戦いを預かり勝負とし、後日改めて決着をつけることといたしたい。
I expected she might settle for a tie, but I never thought she'd make us have another battle.
灰原さん、すごかったですよ。かっこよすぎます。竜宮さんにもしびれました。
It's gone on for a bit longer than normal, but I think I'll end it here for now. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know any feedback you have in the comments. And until next time, see ya.